If anybody is watching this video expecting it to be on the same level as the video I did a couple of months ago, calling out a loud vocal minority in the Nintendo community about how them using the Nintendo President Satoru Iwata's name in cheap criticism of Nintendo's current business practices, well, just know that I'm taking my sweet time scripting, recording, and editing for this one, as I want to have more of a professional quality to this video this time, because my last video was put together fairly quickly, give or take. While I stand by the things I said in the video, and how I absolutely hate the fact that people use Iwata's name just to act more nostalgia blind than the beta Minecraft subreddit, and saying that I know for a fact that people get on my ass for insulting them ever so slightly, or to simply use it as a cheap way to criticize Nintendo's current day business practices, to act like Iwata never did any bad business decisions when he was president, which isn't even remotely true. There are numerous instances where Nintendo released a product that was hated at the time or had mixed reception during the era where Iwata was president of Nintendo. Like, Wii Music exists, guys. Did you all seriously forget about Nintendo's E3 press conference, where they ended up with a sloppy rendition of the Super Mario Bros. Theme song? Or how about when they charged this much for the 3DS at launch, and only had these launch titles? Yeah, Pilotwings and Nintendogs are good, but they aren't system sellers. The only reason the 3DS even regained momentum was simply because Nintendo made the right call to do a price cut and release 2 games that their mascot is in, just in time for the holiday season. Hey, Editing Kaybee here. I just wanted to show you this article from Nintendo Wire a few years ago, back in 2022, that Reggie tried to push to have the 3DS be at least $199 for its launch, but Nintendo rejected the idea. So even Reggie knew that the price was too high at that time. I just thought that I felt it was necessary to include this, just to at least show a bit more context to the whole 3DS thing. And feel free to make of it how you will, but just to let you know that Reggie has tried to do at least the right thing with a lot of stuff. And I don't say this to, make you think that Nintendo was better back then, but just to let you know, even on the inside, some people at Nintendo did question some decisions that were being made there. So, just to let you know. Okay, proceeding on with the video. And of course, people like to overhype the Wii U and say it's a misunderstood masterpiece. No, it was not. That's nostalgia talking. And listen, I don't give these examples to say Nintendo has always sucked. I bring up these examples just to say that Nintendo has done controversial decisions before. I mean, any kid who grew up with the N64 will absolutely tell you the horror stories they have of them and their friends drilling their palms when playing tug-of-war in Mario Party. I give these examples just to show you that Nintendo from the past is not as sunshine and rainbows as you may think. When we get older, we automatically assume things were better when we were younger just because of childhood innocence. And I get why. It's a psychological thing that transcends generations. I mean, how many times do you hear your baby boomer grandparents yap about how much better things were back in their day? Back when they used to just listen to the radio, and there was no such thing as a Pac-Man. To me, nostalgia can be a double-edged sword. Sometimes it can help remind you why you liked something in the first place when you're younger, and sometimes it can cloud your judgment of any flaws that exist in it that you just write off criticism and or reject a newer iteration just because it's not the same in your eyes. Why do I bring any of this up, you may ask? Well, I feel that my previous video and me talking about nostalgia is part of today's topic. One I feel people need to directly call out, as it's becoming as frustrating as reaction videos were, being low-effort content of some douche acting like his, her, or their opinion is better than anybody else's, and anybody who is against said belief is an idiot for going against it. I'm talking about the Pretentious video essay. Now, I know somebody is going to immediately assume the following. Isn't that a grifter? Now, listen, I'm not the Birdman, so please bear with me when I say this. Besides, if you want a clearer definition of a grifter, I recommend watching his Exposing the Grift series. But to cut things short, A grifter is somebody who attempts to sell you an idea, or tries to convince you something is a problem, and tries to present a solution. A clear example of this is a channel like this gaming channel right here. I mean, AI aren't being used here. This is the most low-effort shit ever. It's like you are desperate to try to make people become a mob. These kinds of creators don't care about you nor the company. They only care about getting views and clicks. And anybody who knows YouTube knows that views and clicks equals money. A pretentious video essay is somebody who actually believes in the things they say, but the issue with the video is not for their opinion itself, but with how they present it. I don't want to claim that somebody is wrong for feeling a way about a certain topic. You people are more than capable of thinking for yourself, and I'm obviously not anybody's parent. My issue with it, however, is the condescending attitude and the need to act like what they're saying is objective and that what they are saying is clearly true. If you're wondering why I call these kinds of videos pretentious, it's specifically because of a video I saw from creator Magic Mush. If you're not familiar with him, I recommend checking out his channel as I feel he's somebody that does video essays right. But anyway, he made a video about this topic and sorted video essays out in 3 categories. The former 2 is the type of video essays described. If you want to watch the full video itself, I'll leave it linked in the description, as I believe it's worth a watch. When it comes to video essays, I believe the power of these kinds of videos is the power to resonate with an audience. But of course, with how you present your opinion in the way you do, it can come off as 2 ways. 1, somebody can be in full agreement with you, and thus start an echo chamber. Or 2, it can lead to tons of backlash, whether directly on the video's comments section, or on other social media sites like Reddit and Twitter. Mainly those 2, but you know what I mean. But that's not what makes these videos frustrating. It's not the circle jerking, or how they can cause drama just because somebody has a disagreeable take. The issue lies with the attitude of the creator. Now, I don't tell people how to make their content. That's not my job to do. I get why people do the things they do on YouTube as people do it as their job. But I don't like it when somebody comes into my video feed and just has to be on their high horse and act like the following movie, show, video game, book, or anything is bad and only bad. Granted, there are instances where I can come off as a hypocrite for saying this. I mean, I did make a video last year where I talked about how bad Sonic 06 is, but I made that out of frustration and as a form of civil duty as a Sonic fan. I think if you were to ask me how passionate I am about Sonic as a franchise, I'll gladly tell you about Sonic Unleashed on the Wii also having a version on the PlayStation 2. And yes, I grabbed that random bit of trivia out of my ass, but that's to show that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Sonic. I clearly am a fan of the Sonic franchise, and I'll continue to do so. And when I played Sonic 06, and not just through Project 06, trust me, Project 06 is leagues more fun than the actual game, I believe the game is awful, with some praises I could give to it. Because yes, there are praises I can give to Sonic 06. But we're getting off topic here. I don't want to make this about Sonic. So, what can you do as a video essayist? Well, I just recommend trying to be more fair with your criticism. If you didn't like it, that's fine. Just don't shame people or have a high horse about how much you hated something. This video is also intended to be what I believe I should have done with a video I did over a year ago now, highlighting my personal issues with video essays and reviews, as that was one of my most poorly thought out videos ever. Believe me, I was in my peach fuzz era of this channel, and right now, I'm trying to improve the quality and flow of my content to be more scripted and be less all over the place. But who's to say I can't keep improving? Thank you for watching this video. I hope to make more videos on topics I'd love to talk about when I feel like making them. And by the way, I own a Switch 2 now, and I can confidently say that I actually like Mario Kart World. But that's just my opinion. You're free to feel how you want about it, either the Switch 2 or Mario Kart World. Just don't be a dick to me for owning this console. Alright, see ya.